Being a Black woman journalist in today's job market is discouraging to say the least, so I decided to bet on myself. Hey y'all, my name is Ngozi, and I am a journalist and writer and the host of Afro Archives podcast, which is a podcast that pulls from pivotal and fan favorite moments in African music history, and we also love to cover upcoming artists as well in the space. I've been a journalist for about 10 years now, and I've written for outlets such as Afrotech, Revolt, Billboard, to name a few, covered beats such as tech, entertainment, business. I've been versatile when it comes to what I've covered. I've always been the most passionate about covering music and especially African music, and I've interviewed artists such as Mr. Easy, King Promise, Joe Boy, Young John, Chike, just to name a few. But during my journey of freelancing, a barrier that I often would come across is I would get pitches to interview great African artists, but not have a home of where I could do those interviews for because there's a limited amount of people who cover African artists, and if they do cover them, typically it's mainstream artists like Thames or Wizkid, Burna Boy, Davido. Getting those pitches and not having a home where I could do these stories, it just made me realize that there is a void of US based outlets that cover African music. And that just pushed me to create my own platform because I was tired of waiting on someone else giving me the green light to tell the stories that I wanted to tell. I launched my podcast, Afro Archives Podcast, earlier this year, and truly my hope is to just be a part of properly documenting African music history and serving as a space where artists who are still up and coming and building their careers out can have a space to be able to share their stories with me and share their journey and not have to be in the mainstream just yet in order to do so, because there's just so many artists who are just trying to get their music out there but they don't have the platforms, and I just want to be a part of being a part of those platforms that just let them have that opportunity. So far, my interviews have included Elsie Natalise, who is such an amazing creator. I'm sure you've seen some of her interviews, and if not her interviews, you've seen her on TikTok for sure. And another person who I've interviewed, who was actually my first artist interview for my podcast, is Dila, who is a Nigerian rapper who bridges Afrobeats and trap music together. She's worked with people like Flo Milli and Tenny. As 2025 is coming to an end and we're about to hit 2026, I just really hope in this new year to just collaborate with more African artists and African creatives and just anyone who is open to joining me on this mission and this movement that I'm on of creating more space and opportunities for African artists who are up and coming to have space to share their journeys with the world.